This has been a day I've been looking forward to for quite some time. You are starting a grand adventure, and the best part is your desire to do it right.
Your love and commitment to each other is so inspiring, and it's been so special to watch your relationship unfold.
I remember getting a phone call from Bryden one day that he was going on a date with this girl named Krystal. I was like, okay. And it didn't take many more phone calls to understand that Bryden had found an amazing person. I was so glad to hear that Bryden had found such a kind and selfless person just like himself. The only problem with this was that it killed any hope I had that he would come back to Illinois. So I just knew.
Krystal and I are only 2 years apart, so we've always been pretty close. She has always been an example to me of what it means to show love through actions. Krystal's always been there, whether it's helping plan a wedding on my own or asking her what shirt looks best with my outfit. She's always had an answer to what silly question I may throw at her. It's the little things like these that make me know that Bryden is a perfect match for Krystal.
Before I met Bryden, I didn't really know what a best friend was. I didn't know that a best friend would call you every day before work, even when his fiance, now wife, is sometimes in the car. Sorry, Krystal, I know sometimes our conversations can get a little annoying. I also didn't know that a best friend would drive over 5 hours in bad weather to pick you up from the Minot airport at like 1 a.m. And I didn't know that a best friend would invite you on a road trip with his mom to this small town called Wofford City to interview for a teaching position. And I'm so glad that I got to meet such a selfless friend like you.
You gonna cry? Maybe a little bit.
Turn my head and I caught you.
When you first made the huge leap, Bryden, of taking this job in Wofford City and not sure what you were getting yourself into, but coming from Illinois to North Dakota, of all places, you came to our church that first week, and it was just like, oh, this guy's gonna be a good fit. And then Krystal, when you two got together, it was just this fit like a glove. And you have this attention to detail, but at the same time, you have this sense of adventure and this eagerness to try new things, and that fit with Bryden and the way he's wired as well.
Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up the other. If two lie together, they keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? A threefold cord is not quickly broken.
And so Bryden and Krystal, God's intention is to unite the two of you, uniting you guys together to do something that is so much more significant than getting to the end of this life and saying, well, we made it through. Because nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants to just survive life. We want to thrive in this life. Bryden, do you take Krystal to be your wife?
I do.
And Krystal, do you take Bryden to live together as one?
I do.
Bryden, why don't you go ahead and kiss your bride?
Krystal and Bryden first met, our family already had an idea that Bryden was Krystal's perfect match. When Krystal first introduced him to us, I could tell that Krystal had never felt this way about anyone before, and that this was her forever person. I couldn't have chosen anyone better for my sister, and we are so excited to welcome you into our family. Thank you for your kindness, sense of humor, and easygoing personality.
Krystal, from the moment I met you, I could tell that you were the one for Bryden. Not only have you made Bryden the happiest I've ever seen him in my life, but you've helped him grow tremendously. And Bryden, I'm just gonna tell you right now, don't let her go. Seriously, she's definitely a keeper.
Who is typically the clumsier of the two? More clumsier than the other? Who would you say is the biggest baby when they get sick? The biggest baby when they get sick. Who would you say has the wackier family? Who's got the slightly wackier family? One shoe's up already, so is the other one.
Bryden, every single day before you do anything, wake up that morning and say, I am going to outserve my wife today. Krystal, every single day before you do anything that day, say, I am going to outserve my husband today. I'm putting his needs before my own. Bryden, never let your wife outserve you. Krystal, never let your husband outserve you. See where this is going? When a couple has that as their determination, and they have Christ at the core of both their own self and their relationship, they become united and they become unstoppable.